I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading from the book of Genesis, chapter 27, and let's focus on verses 5 and 6. Now Rebekah was listening to what Isaac said to his son Esau. So while Esau went into the field to hunt some game to bring in, Rebekah said to her son Jacob, "Listen, I have heard your father is talking to Esau." Now we move on to Genesis 27, verses 11 through 13. Jacob answered Rebekah, his mother, "Look, my brother Esau is a hairy man, but I am a man with smooth skin. Suppose my father touches me, and then I will seem to be deceiving him." Seem to be? You are deceiving him. Sorry. "And I will bring a curse rather than a blessing on myself." And his mother said to him, "Your curse be on me, my son. Just obey me and go get them for me." You know, it's important to keep in mind what God told Rebekah in the Bible. Genesis chapter 25, verse 23. When she inquired about her unborn children, here's what she was told. "Two nations are in your womb. Two people will come from you and be separated. One people will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger." Now, Rebekah knew God's message to her concerning her two sons, and this most likely explains why she kept Jacob so close. God's prophecy appeared to be in jeopardy by Isaac's plan to bless Esau. Knowing how attached that Isaac was to Esau, Rebekah must have felt how useless it was to dissuade Isaac from blessing him. So in desperation, she stopped trusting the word of the Lord. She started to employ human reasoning, and she decided to circumvent her husband's authority. Notice the Bible does not condone or condemn her actions. It just reports the facts. We're left to develop opinions as to the morality of those events. At least let today's passage act as a warning to us. God does a fine job of backing up His own promises. He definitely doesn't need for us to sin in order to make His word to come true. God could easily have spoken to Isaac as He spoke to Abraham in the midst of Abraham about to sacrifice his son. Who's to say that God didn't communicate the same prophecy to Isaac concerning the sons? We don't know. We just know the anxiety which was developing between Jacob and his mother. Either way, Isaac was either too rebellious, irrational, or forgetful to heed the word of the Lord. Of course, because of Rebekah's impulsiveness and her anxiety, Isaac was robbed of God's intervention, and Esau was robbed of his blessing. And because Jacob was partner to the deceit, we'll soon read that his season of the Lord's chastening is coming with an uncle named Laban. And finally, Rebekah robbed herself. She was right to say, "Your curse be on me," because not only did she never see her beloved Jacob again, but she had to be left behind serving the two men whom she had deceived. We have to resist the temptation to fulfill God's promises by our own wit and our own strength, just because our anxiety won't submit to God's timing. We must wait on the Lord and let Him faithfully unfold His plan as He's promised. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Check us out at groundworksministries.com.